Don't judge me. So, I went to East Carolina University. Woo! My freshman and sophomore year, I was not a Christian. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, that year, ECU was actually ranked #1 party school in America. Yeah. Bad boy plus party school equals party boy. My junior year, I actually gave my life to Christ, and October 31st was coming around, and I remember one of my classmates texted me and said, "Hey, Benjo, we're going out tonight. You want to join us?" I said no. I said no. I'm just gonna. Just leave me out. I'll skip. I'll pass. She said, "Why? Why, Benjo?" And I was honest. I told her, recently became a Christian, and I'm just trying to take it serious, and I'm trying to avoid some scenes that probably not the best for me. And do you know how she responded? "Don't judge me." What? What? I didn't even say anything about you. I didn't even. And funny thing is, I said, I think I gave her a little attitude. I gave her a little tude. I said, do you even know where that is in the Bible? She probably Googled it right there and then. So she sent me the verse. Matthew 7, verse 1. "Judge not, that ye be not judged." And then verse 2 gives the reason. Christ was telling his disciples and other people who were there, the multitude, he said, "Don't judge, or else you're going to be judged." Now it doesn't stop there. Verse 2 says, "Because," or for, the measure or the way that you judge is the same way that you will be judged. And the same measuring stick that you use on other people, it's going to be used on you. So here we can see Christ is telling them, hey, the reason you shouldn't judge other people is because y'all not in a good condition right now. Funny thing is, if you just read a few verses down, he says, how are you going to say to your brother, get the speck out of your eye, when you yourself have a big log in your eye? Hypocrite! First take out the log that's in your eye, then you'll be able to see clearly to help take out the speck in your brother's eye. He's not saying don't judge at all. He's saying, based on your condition, based on the type of people you are, you shouldn't be judging. Because the way that you judge is not right. So if you judge people the wrong way, you're also going to be judged the same way, which is the wrong way. And you don't want wrong judgment. Everybody wants a fair trial. Now the question is, what is the right judgment? When that classmate had texted me, I wanted to respond with fire and say, well, read Matthew 7:16. What does that say? It says, pretty much, you shall know them by their fruits. When you look at a tree, it's growing apples, you can tell it's an apple tree. You are judging correctly because you are judging by the fruits that the people are producing, or the trees are producing. So the way to judge correctly is to know the lifestyle of someone and assess based on that. Judging is different from condemning. we are the ones that condemn ourselves when we don't judge ourselves the right way, or we're not honest with ourselves. Judging is not always bad. It's just that the word judging has a bad reputation. One of my brothers pointed out to me a while ago, if someone sees that you're dressed nicely, and they see you walking down the street and you're maybe in a nice suit, a nice dress, nice outfit, and the person who sees you makes the statement, "Oh, that person looks good," they're probably going to a high-end party or a high-end restaurant. You know, it's not likely that the person will say, "Stop judging me." Okay, that sounds kind of weird. But if it's a situation where the person is dressed in a different way, okay, a different way, walking down the street at a certain time, and then someone looks at the person and says, "Oh, that looks like looks like she's about to make some money," that person may respond and say, "Don't judge me." Once upon a time, there were two people working at a certain corporation. It was a young lady and a young man. The young lady's name was Lillian. The young man's name was Jonathan. Now, Lillian and Jonathan had been hired for this job around the same time. The boss, or the manager of this corporation, had personally told both of them that if they are late more than 5 times, they would get fired. Lillian cared about John, so John had been late 4 times already. So now Lillian takes note of this and says, "Hey, Jonathan, just want to let you know you got to kind of be careful. Is everything okay? I noticed that you've been late about 4 times. The boss said that if you're late more than 5 times, you're going to get laid off. You're going to get fired. I just want to let you know, just like be aware that you could get fired if you're late 2 more times." And guess what? Jonathan turned to Lillian and said, "Don't judge me." I don't know if you see how that doesn't really sound like it makes sense. The boss told Jonathan and Lillian some of the rules for the job. And one of the rules was if you're late more than 5 times, you are going to get fired. And so now when Lillian notices that Jonathan has been late 4 times, she lets Jonathan know what the boss has said concerning tardiness or being late. And Lillian is met with the reply from Jonathan, "Don't judge me." Sounds kind of strange. That's how many people use the word "don't judge me" today. God's word is the book of life. And there are some certain guidelines and outlines that let us know how we should live in this life to determine whether we live or die after we leave this earth. So there's a right way and a wrong way to judge. The Bible also lets us know, as I mentioned before, if we judge ourselves, then we don't need to be judged. So please keep that in mind. When someone says, "Don't judge me," are they simply passing down the word from the boss? Or are they using some illegitimate reasoning when it comes to judging? Christ did say, "You shall know a tree by its fruits." So, if someone is showing certain fruits, it's okay, it's more than okay to name what kind of tree or what kind of lifestyle that the person's living. Now, one last thing. Now, Christ said, "You shall know a tree by its fruits." You shall know what kind of life a person's living, or you shall know what kind of person someone is based on their lifestyle, their consistent lifestyle. Because a fruit is not something you just see one day. Fruit is not produced in one day. Fruit is produced over a period of time, and then you can be sure that that's what kind of tree it is, or in other words, that's what kind of person he or she is. Christ said, "You shall know a tree by its fruits." A good tree cannot produce corrupt fruit or bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. Now, sometimes we may not know whether a fruit is bad or good based on just seeing the outside. Sometimes, I remember one time I was at a buddy's place. He had orange trees in his backyard. They looked nice and bright. I plucked one. I plucked it like Eve did. I plucked one, okay? I unraveled it, I peeled it, I bit it. I bit it, and it bit me. Okay, it was bitter. Okay, I spit it out. I said, based on the outside of that orange, it looked like it was good. I didn't find out it was bad or not good yet until I experienced the inside. So now many times you may see someone's lifestyle, but you don't know the heart behind it. You don't know what's on the inside. So you may just assume, oh yeah, that's a good lifestyle, that's a good habit, that's a good thing he or she's doing. Not knowing the motive behind it, not knowing the heart. So therefore, let's not be too quick to judge, and when we do judge, let's do it the right way. Because God lets us know the way that we are judged is determined by the way we judge others. We will reap what we sow. Thanks for watching. Take care.
So bright, so bright. In my head.